Hi, happy Halloween everyone, and welcome to another Sketchbook Session, FNAF Movie Edition. So the FNAF movie is finally here after so many years, and I saw it the other day. Here's proof. And I had a lot of fun, so I want to talk about it. Disclaimer, the drawings in the background were done before the movie came out, so there are no spoilers there. And while talking about the movie, I'll do my best not to spoil any of the plot, just like generally talking about the movie. But if I slip up, I'll put like warnings on the screen. So I saw the movie on the 28th, and I went with a friend of mine who somehow doesn't know anything about FNAF. And it was great. It was so great. I had such a blast. I had such a great time. It was genuinely the most fun that I've had in a long time. I was jumping, well, not like full on jumping, but just shifting in my seat. I was grabbing my friend's hand and like waving it around, like, oh my god, it's this, it's And I don't know how my friend doesn't hate me, but I was giggling, my jaw was on the floor, I was like pointing at the screen like, oh my god, it's this, it's that, even though my friend doesn't have any idea what I'm talking about. I didn't even finish my snacks. Usually when I go to the movies, my food is gone in 5 minutes. Like, the movie has barely started and I'm already done. But I was just like, I was entranced. I only ate when Michael wasn't on screen because I didn't want to miss a single millisecond of him. I didn't really dress up, unfortunately. I put on like a button-up, tied a little bow, kind of like a bow tie. I was gonna put my like jacket on, but it was too cold. And also I put my very beautiful toy Bonnie plush on my back, and someone complimented it, so that was nice. Also, in my case, the people were chill, because I've seen a lot of people talk about how there were so many kids like screaming and making unfunny jokes. I don't know, in my case everyone was chill. I was probably the annoying one, let's be honest, but no one was complaining. I really loved the music in the movie, the performances were great, and the visuals as well. It was a good watch. I had a really great time. Objectively speaking, it's not a masterpiece, but let's be real, neither are the games or the books. But I see a lot of people complaining that it's not scary enough, or it's not bloody, gory enough, or this line wasn't as good as in the games, blah blah blah. Honestly, I was one of those people while watching the movie, but after it was done, I didn't care about any of that. I felt like my heart was going to stop from how happy I was. Also, there were a couple guys around my age sitting next to me, and sometimes I would hear them get really excited about Foxy, and I thought it was really cute. Speaking of which, the animatronics looked great. I mean, obviously, we know by now that they actually built the animatronics, and it's just so impressive. It's so cool. I'm also a bit stupid because I somehow didn't know that the movie is based on the books and not the games, and that it's not meant to be like super bloody and gory. I found that out only after watching it, like going home and getting on TikTok. So I kept telling my friends like, that's not how it's in the games, so that's literally not what it's, why? And sometimes she would ask me like, is that how it was in the games, or I'm about to spoil something. The cupcake the cupcake was wild. My friend asked me if the cupcake did anything in the games. I was like, no, never, literally never. What? the cupcake was crazy. I don't know why people were saying that Bonnie is like supposed to be the most aggressive and Cupcake is right there. Okay, spoiler over. I've also seen a lot of people complain about some of the line deliveries and stuff and like argue about it. I can't really say anything on that because I watched a Ukrainian dub and it was pretty good. The voice they picked for Michael was really good. I liked it. Just saying. Most of the complaints people have I don't really care about, honestly, because I wasn't going in to see like a masterpiece of horror. It's just a FNAF movie and I wanted to have a great time. But one scene, no, actually two, but first scene in particular, another spoiler because I cannot not talk about it. Okay, you know the Together We Are FNAF memes? Well, it wasn't exactly that, but I still have very mixed feelings on the fort building scene. Like, I understand the explanations that it's kids' souls in these animatronics and they're trying to earn their trust and stuff like that, but when it came up, I genuinely buried my face in my hands and I was like, there's no way. Am I real? Is this real? Is anything real? Like, it was funny and I wasn't like genuinely devastated, but still I was like, And the other scene is at the very end when Michael is in the hospital talking to Vanessa. My friend and I, we were praying that there's no hints at a love plot. Let's just say we were disappointed. Granted, it wasn't anything huge, but I still did not want there to be any love plot because I think it's unnecessary for the FNAF movie. Spoilers over, but another complaint I have is the ending felt a bit rushed, to me at least. Like, the villain shows up 5 minutes and everything is resolved and the movie's over. And just, I wish the villain got more screen time. Some of the plot twists did work on me because I don't really know much about the books. Other twists I predicted, but not the movie's fault, is because I'm the OG fan. Well, OG. I was a fan when the first 4 games were coming out, then I kinda lost interest right before Sister Location, like a lot of people did, I think. And then I kinda came back when the Security Breach came out, and now I don't think I ever played any of the games, and I didn't even watch playthroughs. That's how much of a coward I was at I was 11, bro. I was more on the theories and fan art and fan songs side of the fandom, you know? And I'm proud of that. I had a lot of fun. And I still unironically listen to some of the fan songs because they're good, okay? Literally when I was doing like this spread in the background, I was listening to FNAF fan songs to like really get into that mindset, and it was a vibe. It was great. Oh, and like I mentioned, I don't really know anything about the books. But really, let's not pretend that FNAF is this flawless masterpiece of indie horror, because it really isn't. After a certain point, you can see that the plot is really going just to go. It just doesn't know when to stop. Same with the books. I remember watching a few videos on the comics and the books, and there's some absurd moments in there too. So, I love FNAF, but some people are acting like it's so perfect and the movie just completely ruined the franchise or something. And sometime later, I actually like that the plot is different from the games, because I'm already seeing theories on the movie. Like, that's so fun. Because if they did the same thing as in the games, it's like, yeah, it's like, we know that. And I'm seeing a lot of Easter eggs. It's just fun. It's new material for theories and stuff. It's great. Yeah, maybe a lot of it was nostalgia bait, but I got baited, I guess, and I'm not complaining. Okay, maybe I should talk about the actual drawings I'm doing. So I drew Michael and Freddy on one page and William Afton on the other page. I did the sketches for them off camera because I cannot draw properly while filming. I'm sorry, like. And also drawing Josh Hutcherson is like really hard for me for some reason, but this is my best attempt so far. And like behind him, I tried to paint Freddy, but like in the darkness a little bit. I'm not a painter. I just found a picture that looked about how I wanted it to look and tried to replicate it. It's a bit rough, but you know, I tried. And the blood on William as well, it didn't turn out how I wanted it to, but oh well. I'm using these little markers again. They have no branding on them at all. They came in a set with a folder I found at a local store. I don't know, but they're really good and I love using them on top of black acrylic paint. I didn't really do anything interactive on this page either. I don't know, I was gonna do like little flags on a thread maybe, but they're really annoying. Like, maybe they look cool when they're positioned correctly, but they just always fall over and like get tangled and stuff. So I changed my mind. And to finish this, I did a bunch of stars with those little markers. Nothing crazy. In the end, I'm pretty satisfied with the spread. I feel like I definitely could have done more, but I can just make more FNAF movie fan art and do something interactive and stuff on it. But we'll see. We'll see. If you want to share your opinions on the movie or maybe talk about your viewing experience, you can do so in the comments. I would love to read it. But if you are scared of getting spoiled, then be careful. And that's it for this video. Thank you so much for watching. You can like the video, subscribe to me if you aren't yet. My other socials will be on the screen and in the description. Thank you. Again, stay safe and bye.